with us. And it's like a project that opens our mind and change our mindset and allows us to think on a more accessible way. I will let Gulam to explain and all the features that he worked on this project. So Gulam, free. We cannot hear you. Yes, please.
Hello, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, sorry, sorry for the interruption. Actually, yeah. First of all, thanks for my mentors, Letty and Tesso. They did the excellent work with me and helped me a lot during this project duration of the project. We have almost worked together. I like more than month. I have worked at the start of the project with Rafael, who left the company.
Gulam, you're cutting off.
Yeah, I have closed all my tabs, but don't know what issue I'm having. Oh shit! Hello.
Now we can hear you. Please continue.
Yeah. So let's start.
No, again, could you reload or drop off and it's not okay.
Yeah, yeah. Can you guys hear me now? Okay. So the project is. I'm really sorry for the interruption. I don't know why it is happening on my side. I have changed the browser now. Uh, so let's see how it works. So our project is basically focused on the user experience and accessibility, how users can make the best use of our website, and how can we provide them the best experience. So basically at the start of the project we have to do a lot of research about what we can actually implement in this project. So so me and Rafael agreed on few points that were included, that few goals that we have decided to achieve in this project, that were basically we wanted to have a dark mode feature, as maybe we don't need it, but actually as it is going all over the world, every website is having a dark mode, a dark theme. So we decided, why don't we have one in our live chat widget. So if a user visits for like 5 minutes, so we should provide him with the some best experience. So we decided to implement a dark mode. Another feature that was related to accessibility for those people who have like eyesight issues, that is manual font size. So users can decide on which font size they want to have in on the live chat widget. Like it may be small or normal, that is by default, and the large font size. Another a feature that we had decided to implement, that we decided to research on, is accessibility errors and contrast. I will explain the accessibility errors in the demo video. And the contrast errors, like we have found out some colors that we should use a respect in place of the colors that we are already using in our lighter widget, like for the header color and for the other colors schemes that we should customize. We should propose those colors so we can customize them on our admin side. So the last feature is icons accompanying text. This is, may I think, the least important task, and maybe we have to decide on it after some feedback from the users, that we actually need it or not. Because this feature provides a bit of explanation of the icons, like it is for those users who do not get from the icon, like the function of the icon, for what purpose that icon was placed. So we focused like we have decided to provide icons accompanying text features. So every icon has a text beside it. So let's move to the next slide. uh, Hopefully the third slide is visible to you guys. And the deliverables for this project were requirement analysis, that the research that I have talked about at the start, like that we did, me, I and Rafael did, and then later on with the Letty and so that we have worked on a few things that we think that were needed to be improved in the current theme and current app, and what we can implement additionally. And the accessible mode configuration, this is related to both sides, on also on the Rocket.chat server, and also the on our live chat widget. On the Rocket.chat server, we have implemented just option to enable and disable the accessible mode feature. So it is up to the admin, that he does he feel the need to provide the accessible mode to the users or not. So he can enable and disable this feature from the administration panel Rocket.chat server. And on our live chat widget, we have a page that have all the features listed from if that accessible mode is enabled by the admin side. So the users can use all these features on the live chat widget, and set enable and disable them, and send the manual fonts from there. The dark mode, as I have already discussed. So let's move to the next slide. Yeah, this. I don't think so. No, no, no. So can I share my screen, because I have recorded a video for the demo? I think so. I have the rights. Yeah. Let me know, guys, when it is visible to you. Is my screen is visible to you?
Yes, we can see
Yeah.
that.
So, as we all know, where we have to start from the GDPR document, but I haven't enabled that configuration because I wanted to make this document, this demo short. So, first of all, we are on the register page. Here we'll like input name and the other fields. So just hang on for a second, so we can move on to the basic functionality of the basic functionality that we have implemented in this project. Yeah. Uh, so here the option to the configuration page that have all the features listed from where user can enable the dark mode icons, accompanying text feature, and set the manual fonts. It will be visible from here, the options panel. And currently the accessible mode is disabled from the administration panel. So here, first of all, we will need to enable it from by going into the administration panel inside our omni channel. Yeah, we will go into the omni channel, and here we'll have to select the live chat pen box, and we have right beside, right below the allow visitor to switch departments. We have enabled the allow accessible mode. So as I have previously discussed that if the admin wants to provide this feature, this accessible mode to the users, it is all totally up to the admin. So whenever he feels the need of it, he will enable it, and whenever he feels that we do not need this feature for this current organization, for this specific organization, he can disable it from here. So we'll enable it from here, and we'll see all the changes that we all the features now on our live chat. Yeah. So we have here the option accessible mode, and on this page we have the three features that we have specifically focused, and the other two features: accessibility errors and the contrast colors. Contrast colors are the colors will be proposed to the team in the document, and the accessibility errors that I'll just discuss after on the next screen when we'll have go to the chat screen. So here the user can enable and disable the dark mode like to his choice, and we'll see the effect of dark mode, difference between the dark for me, honestly speaking, for me that light theme was like fatigue for my eyes. Like it doesn't feel good when I was interacting with that specific light theme. So I just felt a change, like I was like I'm just talking about my neural thoughts. Like I felt like happy to see this dark mode when I had just enabled it. So maybe this will have a good effect on our users, and maybe they have a good experience while using it. So depending on the user feedback, we can improve it. So let's jump down to the other screens and see the how they looks in our dark theme. This is our change department screen from where the user can change the departments of however his choice. And we have like just improve. I can go back there. We have also improved the bit of color themes for our buttons, disable buttons like for for cancel, but just like the cancel button, or the no buttons. We have just improved bit of color schemes for them in our dark theme also. So we'll see. No, the next phase will have the how will the chat look in the screen. I have just in order to save time, I have already paused the video there and placed these messages. Another difference that we have also implemented is about alert color themes. The We have bit of change the colors into the darker side, and change the color text color into the black, because this is more visible, enhances the visibility, we can say. I'm not getting the actual word that will I use here. uh, so like I was talking about accessibility errors. Like if you can see here, this is the time for every message, and if we look into our original app, I can't go back there right now, but if we look there, that was like bit merged, bit complex. The complex looked complex on the light theme, also light, I'm saying light theme on the original app. So we have bit to provided a bit of space there, paddings there, and also like sort of these are sort of issues we have resolved in our accessibility error research. So user can have a better experience on our app. So here we can we'll test the other two features, the dark theme, and the other is we'll see here how it looks on our live chat. Sorry, light theme. So I felt I don't know how the users feel, but I am hopeful that they'll enjoy the dark theme on their side. So how it looks on actually look on our light theme.
We cannot. I cannot hear.
Okay, now I can. Um, I think, Gulan, we missed you. I
Yeah,
think now
yeah,
something happened with BBB, I think.
yeah. Let me continue with the presentation. And really sorry for the interruption that I am bringing to you guys. Can I start? Can you guys tell me where I was when I have left the conversation?
You were talking, you were finishing the presentation mainly. So yeah,
Yeah,
we can finish the demo and start with the
yeah,
next steps.
yeah. So our that was icons accompanying text feature. I couldn't able to show you guys. We have another feature. Just give me a second, so I can finish my video. So we'll move on to the next slides. There, it's yeah. Okay. So I don't think I have a permission to share my screen. So let's move on to the next slide. Yeah. So I couldn't able to show you guys the another feature that was our last feature was manual font sizes that users can users can select the font size according to their needs. So that feature, if we can go back to the third slide, here we can see like you guys seen the dynamic text feature. So here we can have a small font size, a normal font size that will be the default font size that our current app is using, and another font size is for the large font that is bit larger than the normal font size. So this is about the font size. Users can enable these features from here, and according to his need he can set the text whatever he wants to see in the app. Like personally I like the smaller text or smaller icons and smaller text. So this is basically focused on the text, not I'm not about on the about the icons. So the user can select to his need whatever text he wants to see in his app. So our next let me move on to the next slide, that is about challenges. So there that was to be honest, that project wasn't difficult. That wasn't difficult, that was actually pretty easy for me. But the only difficulty I faced at the start of the project was understanding the large code base, because I haven't interacted with such a large code base before. And when I started to work on this project, I had Rafael on board, and he was like pretty busy with his routine, and he unfortunately couldn't able to offer a lot of help. Just he just helped me in the research process, and he said you can do it, and he motivated me to understand the code base myself, and that kind of helped me a lot because I understood a lot of things. Because before this project, I couldn't know about the React context API. I learned how to use it and how can we change the state. How can we manipulate the store? So all of these things like are a bit a challenge for me. I spent like I wasn't. I would say I am not a good that good developer. So I spent like a weekend, more than week, like 10 days to understand the code base. I have spent daily like 10 to 15 hours just learning the code and trying different things. And I like we can say this a hit and trial method. So that part was a bit difficult, but after that part, the project was straightforward. Only things we are concerned about our the mock-up designs, that how can we design the dark mode, what color scheme we should use. Like I have designed some colors mock-up designs with Rafael, and then we have feedback from Ray from the design team. I don't know him personally. Rafael asked him. Then we had then fortunately we had Letty on board. He's a master in UI and UX, and he helped me a lot in finalizing the final design schemes that we should use for our design screen. So that was a challenge, but when I had Letty on board, and that thing was also resolved, and the work that was left was pretty easy, and we did the project like 1 week before this demo completed. Now we have just under the review phase, and after the review, we'll we will be willing to merge this into our app, and we'll be saying how the users respond to it, to the user feedback, because that was totally focused on the users. So let's move on to the next screen, that is about future roadmap. Yeah. So the future roadmap of this project is like we have missed few key things that should be included in this project at this, but we didn't get passed by these things. But Letty brought them to the light in the previous week, that we should also consider these things in our project, that if we want to make it a huge success. These are the these future roadmap include recheck about semantic structure, how our structure will be app of the structure of the app will be look we can talk about, we can say the headings and about the different font sizes. So these font sizes will help in our next third feature that we are looking to think about is voice over accessibility. That voice over accessibility will need that semantic structure. I think so. Will need that semantic structure in place. And voice over accessibility, we are looking forward to implement that after this project, so we can provide users with all the desired features that one can imagine of, one can think of in an accessible mode. So I have just skipped the second. Is that was keyboard accessibility. That was about keyboard shortcuts that we can implement. For personally, I don't think so. That would be of great help. But we will think, and we will do more research, and we'll discuss with the users, and how do they need the shortcut type of things in our just live chat widget, because we have pretty less screens. And the other is user testing and validation, totally focused on the user feedback, how they respond to this project, how they respond to these features, and what they think that should be included, that should be improved in our app, and how they respond to the current features. So total part will be focused on the user feedback, user experience. So after we will merge this app, or we will maybe we do not get that to customers, we can test it inside our organization. We can merge it into some branch, and we'll clone it and use it on our local machines, and how it feels, how it looks. And depending on that feedback, we can improve the we can take the suggestions from the audience, and we can improve these things, and then we take that thing to our customers. So then we have a like complete feature, complete product. And and then we'll take their feedback and how they respond to this, and if they still think there needs to be few changes, few improvements, then we can implement these changes, these improvement also after the project. So that's all from my side, and thank you so much for Letty and Tesso. And we shall have, if we have any questions, we can go through them. Then we'll wrap up.
Thank you, Gulam. You rocked. Could you take the mic, because I'm hearing myself. It's very annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, I will make like a wrap up. And Gulam you made this excellent, and it's a pleasure to work with you. You are so always going beyond. The idea of this project is the first step of accessibility. We focus on changing the colors, having contrast, and changing the font of the size and the icons to make it more visible for the users. And we have a lot of things to work on accessibility, like the semantic structure and voiceover and opportunities to handle with a keyword the live chat. And of course, this is a feature that is not only for live chat, might be for all the Rocket Chat platform. Okay, if you have any questions about this, I think we have only 1 minute for that.
Replying to the question of Yash, Yash, we haven't think about setting it through the Air Live Chat widget API, but we can think of this as another feature that we can like implement in the future, like after this demo or like in the coming weeks. Letty, can you see any other question that we have that we need to answer?
Yeah, Renato, you are totally right. We might have the possibility for the user to activate or deactivate the dark mode or the accessibility features. I think we do not have any else.
Yeah, to the to question about accessibility mode could be a default feature. Yeah, we can implement as a default, but we'll first have to test it how the users take it and how the audience respond to it, and after that this and the few improvements by implementing few improvements that will be there, we will take on from the users and from the audience, maybe from the inside organization. We can make it a default thing.
Okay. Thank you, all of you, for being here on the presentation. We really appreciate this. Thank you, Gulen, for your hard work, and you make it even with the bad BDD functionalities. So congratulations.
Thank you so much, Letty. And no, the work, no, the work. My work will be with Tesso because he had to review a entire PR, and let's see how it turns out.
Tesso can't hear you.
Oh, I believe that code-wise, Gulam was one of the best students I have seen in this GSOC stuff. Honestly, congrats.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tesso. Yeah.